Matt Stepp with Dave Campbell's Texas Football back here at the Texas High School Coaches Association Convention. We are here in the Built with Chocolate Milk Coaches Lounge, and in the palatial digs here we have one of our favorite coaches in the state of Texas who is back in the high school game, the head coach of the Alvin Yellow Jackets, Coach Tim Teykl.
Hey, brother.
Coach, good to see you.
It's good to be here, and anytime chocolate milk sponsors anything, I'm in for it, baby.
There you
go. I'm a chocolate milk fan.
We all are, right?
Totally.
Yeah. Now, we missed you in the high school game, and I know you had a good time there at U of H, but we definitely missed you. How excited are you and reinvigorated are you to be back coaching high school football again?
It's like we're on our honeymoon. My wife is in the same boat. We're at the place where we lived for almost 30 years, sold it, downsized, relocated, and it's literally like we just got married. She retired so she can go full-time coach's wife after being in education for over 40 years. It's a dream come true. I really believe this, brother. Sometimes the stars line up and you feel things. I'm going to go in about 5 years. I'm going to go, why didn't I come here 25 years ago? Not that the other places I've been blessed to be at weren't special, but people there are special. They're ripe. They're ripe for good things to happen. The culture possibilities are boundless, but the peoples would grab my heart.
Okay. Now, Alvin hasn't had a lot of success recently. They've struggled.
1968, they were 12-2. Gary Keithley was the quarterback. They haven't been there since. They haven't had two back-to-back winning seasons, but once. I can go on and on and on and on, and you can look at why and what. I'm not there for that. I'm there to go forward, and we're going to go forward, and it's going to be a daunting task. And there's been some immensely popular, successful folks that have come through there prior to me. And maybe this time the stars are lining up. Maybe the resources are right. Maybe the motivation's there from the other side of the fence versus just the coaching part of it. So I can guarantee you we just come back from our big retreat this past week, and you can shut down NRG's power grid and plugged into Alvin, Texas. There's a lot of excitement on the staff and the community.
There you go. Well, when you're trying to turn around a program and get things going in the right direction, you seem to have the support and the excitement is there. Ultimately, you got to have the buy-in from the kids, and the kids have to believe in what you guys are selling them. From your perspective, what you've seen so far, how have the kids taken to the new coaching staff and the new energy you guys are bringing?
The most extreme, dauntingest task I'll ever take upon it in my 40-plus years of coaching, because they didn't get them in the spring. They just got to see us a little bit. I was there every day, so that was a first for them because, the folks that were there prior to me had vacated their premises, vacated their spots, and there were a number of folks that they had brought in that decided not to stay. So the trust level was non-existent. In fact, it was in the negative meter. We're behind the eight ball, to be quite frank. I don't know everybody because we didn't have a strong summer because there was a total buy-in there because there's doubt and the fingers of despair. As I told the staff, I've told the secretaries, I've told the board, I've told the athletic administration. Right now, the fingers of despair not only are there with the 6th, 7th, and 8th all the way to the 12th grade, they're down to the unborn. The parents don't know, and so. But that's what I think I've got a gift at, and the people I've got around me have a gift at. We're going to sell that place. We're not going to stop selling. We're going to concentrate on the positives. There's enough raw talent there to do some bare essential things. I do believe what we're going to bring to the table offensively and defensively, no one's doing. And you know where I'm going there was option for. Yeah, I know that's the 23-cent question in Missouri County, but that part. They had no clue what veer or option or wishbone was or is, and they still kind of don't. But right now, you got to sell a magic bullet or a silver bullet or an elixir, and they think that's it. Well, it doesn't matter what you run, but if that's what they believe is going to be it, and it's going to be the answer to get us to where we want to be, not beat people, win, but just get us to where we want to be, then win, W-H-E-N, win is our motto, win, W-H-E-N, when we learn to pay the price, when we work hard, when we become consistent, when we put ourselves in a position to have success, it'll happen. So, but yeah, we're going to run option football. I'm not going to tell you.
You're going to be one of our favorite teams in the state to watch. We love option football at Dave Campbell's Texas Football. I think our favorite college team to watch is the Army Black Knights.
Yep, and we played them their last game this past season. Lord have mercy.
Yeah. So they run the option well. We love option football, so we're excited to see what you guys bring to the table from,
Right.
from an offensive standpoint, because we think it's unique and
Yes,
we
sir.
love teams. And there's nothing more beautiful than watching the option executed perfectly.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's going to be executed perfectly. It's going to be taught perfectly. No, I tell you, the exciting part of just talk to his dad, Ronnie Gage, who ran it well, beat Judson, put over 50 points on
Ran the
DW's.
wishbone.
Yep, on one of DW's better defenses. Got his son, got a chip off the old block. James Gage is going to run that offense, and it's a mix between the wishbone and the split bone and the spread bone and the flex bone. I guarantee you, no one's going to have the center have his hiney touched besides us in Creator Houston, because we're going to do it every play. So yeah.
All right, Coach. Well, we're super excited to have you back in Texas, and not in Texas, but back in the high school ranks,
Right.
and we missed you, and we're super fired up to send you those emails and ask how your kids are doing. And I think I'm going to be seeing y'all on a Saturday afternoon this season, so I'm looking forward to watching you guys play. And before we let you go, got to have you do one more thing. We got to spin the Dick's Sporting Goods Wheel of Questions. We got a lot of fun questions on here for you, and I know you will answer them honestly and truthfully.
You think?
Oh, yeah, I know. Coach Teykl, I know you. You'll answer them
All
truthfully.
right, spin it this way?
Yes, sir.
You may have to read it for me because I don't have my glasses on.
Yeah, they turned out the lights on us, so. Coach,
No,
Coach won't spin it again. We're going to let you spin it again.
That wouldn't be fair to the audience. The guy over here editing us was on the floor. If it hits again, then I'm going to have to make something. What's that?
All right, favorite win. So, in all your years of coaching, I know you've won a bunch of ball games. Is there one win, one victory that stands out the most in your coaching career?
Yep, going to be at Terry High School. We've had a lot. We've all, after 40 years. We had a phenomenal losing streak going. Terry did, I did, we did. And Springwoods had an incredible football team. The great Kevin O'Keefe, who just passed away, had a kid named Robert Ferguson that broke loose. And we hadn't had a win that year. And Robert Ferguson broke loose. It was an early 6A ball game, district game at Trailer Stadium. And a kid named Troy Moore goes from the backside, it tries to catch Robert, who ends up scoring about an 85-yard touchdown. But it's called back because Troy Moore did not give up and was clipped at the 8-yard line. And we were able to take that moment and turn it around. That touchdown was called back. We go on to beat them like 21-19. We turned it around that year, and for the first time in the history of Terry High School, they had a winning season, because they never had a winning season in varsity football, and we went to the 6A state playoffs. So that moment that normally would not be special, because you took supreme epic effort from a kid who shouldn't even be on the field, and gave it just boogers out, ran with his pads were falling off, his hiney was showing, he didn't quit, and he gets popped in the back, and the flag goes up, and that touchdown's called back. You can build on that, and that's what football's all about, coaching football. So that moment then.
Coach Teykl, we appreciate your time.
Appreciate you.
I'm fired up and ready to go.
You bet. Love you. You're Tepper. I'm glad I got to do you instead of Tepper.
Oh,
he's over there eating chocolate milk and cookies. Appreciate you,
Coach. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.